Hello everyone! I wanted to come to you with a video today to show you this adorable, super cute project. It is a little post-it note holder. So you have a whole stack of post-it notes in here, and it has also a little pencil as well to use to make little notes. Maybe you're jotting down all your wish list items from your new annual catalog. The bundle that we're using today, this is a new one coming in the brand new annual catalog. This is called the Crafting With You bundle. It has amazing dies that coordinate with this stamp set, and I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little post-it note patty with the bundle. I am using some new ink colors today. This one is made with Wild Wheat. That's this color. That's like the yellow color. And Moody Mauve. Isn't that pretty? They're so pretty together. I really like them. Today we are going to make another one with a different color combination, also from those same brand new ink colors. This is Boho Blue and this is Copper Clay. So let's get started with that. If you are shopping in my online store, this is April's host code. You will need to use that host code when you shop for orders under $150. I will send you a make and take kit if your order's over $50. And all the details are in the video description. So to make your post-it note holder, you're going to need a piece that is 7 3/8 by 3 1/8. Now I know we're using with some 8s measurements. Some of you don't like that. I tried this with quarter measurements and it was either too small or way too big. So we're gonna have to go down to the 8s, but that's okay because our Simply Scored measures down to the 8s, so it's okay. So on the 7 3/8 inch side, that's the only side we're going to score on. We're going to do 3 1/2, 3 7/8, and 4 1/4. That's it. That's all of our scoring, all done. So move that Simply Scored, put it away, and grab a bone folder. And we're going to burnish on those lines. We're going to do this kind of in an accordion style. So one line's going to go a mountain fold, the other one's going to do a valley fold, and the last one's going to do that mountain fold. Now be careful, these are all pretty close together, so it's a little bit hard to make sure that they're all scored properly, but in the end you are going to be left with this little accordion fold. Now you'll notice that one side is longer than the other. You see I do that, you see one side is longer than the other. That's okay, that's purposeful, that's what we want. So I'm actually this is going to be our outside. I'm going to open this up. We're going to do some measuring on this score line in the middle. So just go ahead and open it up and lay it flat. I'm going to bring in a ruler. We're going to make our little pencil holder. So just bring in a ruler and a pencil. And I am going to make marks at 1 inch right here and at 2 1/8 inch. So right there, basically just 1 inch in from either side. Now with those pencil lines, grab your scissors and you're going to cut from that score line. So I still have it folded from that score line, and then you're going to stop at that next score line. So cut in from here, just on that mark right there, and then you're going to do the other side, just like that. So this is what you should have. Okay. Now we're going to refold it back the way we want it. This is going to be our cover. This is going to be our front. And we're going to pop out that middle section. So just use your fingers. On the inside, you can use your scissors. And we're going to pop out that middle section. Just like that. Give that a fold. That middle section will pop up like that. And this is going to be your little pencil holder. Now once we get this adhered down, the sides will all measure up exactly again. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's not too confusing. Go back and watch the video if you need to. I'll do that again. So we marked on the inside, we folded it on the inside, we marked. These marks will be hidden. Nobody's ever going to see those. Then we refolded it back into that M shape like this. And then you're just going to pop out that middle section just like that and refold it like that. And once we get it all assembled, it will be our little post-it holder. Okay, now we're going to open it up again and we're going to add some glue. Now this is the long side here. So you have the short side here, long side here. Make sure you're gluing the right place. I like to use liquid glue for this because it's such a small area. You can use tear and tape. You can use your Stampin' Seal Plus. Just use something that's really strong. We are only going to add glue to this area right here. So right here and right here. Make sure you do not put any glue in the middle. And remember, this is the long side. This is the longer side here. Okay, so let's add our glue here. I want to make sure I'm adding enough so that it's nice and strong. And then we're just going to fold that down just like that. Give it a good little burnish. Make sure that holds. If you want to, you can even use some clothespins to hold this in place a little bit longer. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to move on. We're going to add our post notes so that middle tab, that middle box should still be popping up. We're going to go ahead and add our post-it notes in here. And again, I'm going to use some strong adhesive. I took off that backing piece for it. And we're just going to glue this down right inside our little box. Now you're going to have a very thin border. You're only going to have about an 1/8 of an inch border on all the sides. So just kind of line it up. The liquid glue is good because if you need to wiggle it around just a little bit, you have that wiggle room. Okay, but that is our little pencil holder. Isn't that cute? Let's just give everything a good little press. Make sure that all that glue is nice and adhered. Just like that. And that is your little post-it note holder. Isn't that cute? So somebody can just leave this on their desk. They'll have post-its ready to go. All right, now let's do our stamping. Let's go ahead and finish this off. So I have a piece of Boho Blue that is 3 by 3, and we're going to do some stamping on this. So I'm going to grab some scratch paper. I'm also going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat because this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to get a little bit of extra cushion on there. So Boho Blue, remember this is a new in color. This will be around for the next 2 years. And I have the flower image from that stamp set. And I'm going to start and just stamp in one corner. Just kind of turn my stamp. And we're just going to keep stamping this to cover our entire piece. Make sure you go off the edge of the paper. That'll give it a much more seamless transition. It'll make it look like designer series paper instead of something that you stamped. It'll look very professional. Let's just go around and a little bit right there. All right, isn't that flower image just stunning? It is gorgeous. Okay, let's bring in what we're doing. I'm going to move my scratch paper. I don't need that right now anyway. We'll bring that in just a minute. All right, let's stamp our greeting. I have a label that I have die cut with the Something Fancy dies. These are currently in our mini catalog, but they're going to carry into our new catalog. I use the middle size of this little rectangle one down here. And we're going to stamp our greeting, and I'm going to put my Boho Blue off to the side. We're going to come back to that. I'm going to stamp our greeting in the copper clay. And here it is, You Inspire Me. So just right at the top up here, You Inspire Me. And while we have this copper clay out, let's get a piece of scratch paper, and we are going to stamp that die cut machine. This is our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in stamp form. Isn't that fun? We'll die cut this in just a minute, so let's set that off to the side. Let's bring back our little label here. We have one more thing to stamp. I want to stamp a little Boho Blue heart. This little tiny heart, excuse me, is from the stamp set as well. I'm going to stamp it off on scratch paper first, and then just right there above the Inspire. All right, that's it with the stamping. Let's get this cleaned up before I have a disaster here. All right, we are going to die cut our die cut machine. I'm going to use my mini cut and emboss machine. I have the Boho Blue one here, which is the same color as our ink that we just used. If you joined Stampin' Up, if you became a demonstrator during Celebration, you might have gotten one of these for free. If you are a demonstrator, they have extras that you can actually purchase if you want to purchase one for free. Or, well, not for free, but you'll purchase it. If you're interested in joining my team, you can join my team and then purchase that machine for yourself if you want the blue one, the Boho Blue one. All right, so I have the die from the die set, and we are just going to cut this out. Now, if you don't want the blue mini cut and emboss machine, we also have a white one that is available for everyone in our catalog, so you can purchase that one as well. All right, so here is our beautiful die cut machine. Isn't that cute? All right, I'm going to clean this up, loop this away, and then we will finish our little holder here. Okay, put that away. All right, let's bring everything back in. I'm going to adhere my Boho Blue stamped flower piece to the front of my Post-it note holder. just like this. Just gonna have a tiny little border around that edge. It is so cute. These colors are so fun. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about these colors, but I have learned to really like them. All right, stick our label on with dimensionals. That's just gonna go right here in the middle. And I'm gonna stick one dimensional just kind of right here below the label. Peel off the backing of that. This is gonna support our cut and emboss machine from the bottom. A little bit of adhesive just on the top of that. And then we're gonna stick this on here. Don't cover up your greeting. Stick that right there. Now we are missing one thing from here. We have to make these cute little scissors. There is this adorable little scissors die in here. So I have run that through my cut and emboss machine, and I have cut one set of smoky slate, and I have cut one set of basic black, which I just dropped. Okay, there we go. One set of smoky slate, one set of basic black. So we're gonna put our scissors together. So I'm going to grab my real scissors. And there's a little line on here which tells you where that blade is going to go. So I'm just going to trim along the line of the black ones. We only want the handles of the black ones. So we can get rid of these. And I'm going to use some little tweezers just to hold these. Now you can die cut these on some adhesive sheets, and that will, if you don't like liquid glue, then that's definitely the way to go. For these, I actually really like to use the liquid glue because I can wiggle them exactly into the place I want it to be. So I'm going to turn that a little bit. And I'm just going to line up the handle right over the other handle. You can see with the liquid glue, I can really wiggle it right into place exactly where it needs to be. And you can do that to some extent with the adhesive sheets too. So if you really don't like liquid glue, please go with adhesive sheets. So we have one blade right there. We're going to do the same exact thing to this one. We're going to add some glue. And I'm just adding little tiny dots. I'm not even squeezing the bottle. I'm basically just letting it kind of fall out of the bottle. And a dot of this glue is a lot. Our Tombow glue is very strong. It's strong and mighty, so you don't need a lot. All right, give that a good press, and we have some little scissors. Now to adhere them together, I'm just going to put some glue on this one. This is like the bigger one. It has the little hole in it, so I'm just going right around that little hole. And we're just going to attach our scissors. You can use a glue dot for this too. If you don't want to use the liquid glue, you can use a glue dot, but isn't that cute? We now have the teeniest, tiniest pair of real life paper snips. Isn't that cute? I just love it. These little scissors dies is what really sold me on this bundle. I just love it. All right, now to make the smoky slate look a little bit more like metal, I'm going to use my Wink of Stella. This is a glitter brush pen, and I am just going to brush Wink of Stella all over just the smoky slate parts. And you can do this before you adhere it too if you want, but I'm doing it now. But it's just going to give that a real nice shiny kind of metally look. Let's see if the camera will pick up all that sparkle and shine. It is so cute in person to add that. All right, we just need to add this onto our little box. For this one, I am going to use a mini dimensional. Right here, they fit perfectly right there where that little hinge is. And I'm just going to use a tiny bit of liquid glue just along this handle here, just another few little dots. And then we're just going to stick this down just like that. Isn't that cute? One more finishing touch. I have some of these classic matte dots, and I am going to, let me put my glue away. I'm going to use one of these right in that little hole, kind of where the little bolt of the scissors is. You can use basic black, you can use the gray ones. You can use your black Stampin' Blends and color the vanilla and white ones to be black if you want black, or you can do white. You can do them however you want. But that is your little in color Post-it note holder. Oh, we have to add the pencil. Let me show you these pencils. So I found these pencils at Staples while I was getting my catalog bound. I kind of walked around and I found these little tiny pencils. I thought they were adorable. These are labeled as golf pencils, but they are so stinking cute. They come all pre-sharpened. They're ready to go. Just pull them out of the box and just stick them on here. So I'm actually going to kind of line up where my pencil's going to go, and I'm going to use a glue dot to hold it in place, because I don't want this thing to slip around and fall out. So I'm just going to pick up a glue dot, and I'm just going to kind of put it right in the middle. Now your recipient is still going to be able to pull this out. That glue dot's not going to hold it there forever. They're still going to be able to pull it out. So just line it up and then just push it down in the back. Just make sure that glue dot adheres to the back, and it's not going to fall out, but they still will be able to pull it out to whoever you are gifting this adorable little stack of Post-it notes to. All right, guys, that is it. I hope you love this little sneak peek of our new bundle and our new in colors coming soon. This is the Crafting with You bundle and the new in colors. If you liked any of these products, you can purchase them in the starter kit. You can join my team today and purchase them. Otherwise, these products will be available for purchase in my online store on May 2nd. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.